Hello and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we've got something a little bit different from the normal carboot pickup videos. I've got a CeX Roulette and all of my recent games that I've added to the collection. Apologies that there wasn't a video for this past Friday. I did have all of the footage from the carboots, I just hadn't recorded my like the roundup that I do at the end of the video. I haven't been very well, so I didn't really want to record the video, but I'm going to record it straight after this one, and then you should have that uploaded for this Friday. So this will be just like an extra video, so there should be 2 uploads for this week. So as I say, this will be all of the new additions to the collection that I've added recently. You'll see from behind me the shelves have had a bit of a move around. I've got this new shelving unit here where I put all the PS2 games, because before I was running out of space to add anything into the collection. So on some of the pickup videos you might have noticed that I just had games sort of lying just on the top of the normal collection that weren't sort of slotted into their place, just because I didn't have any space to put them. So now that I've got that, and I've gotten rid of my very small Wii collection, just because it's not really a console I enjoy collecting for, I should have a bit more space and a bit more freedom to add things into the collection. In terms of the CeX Roulette, what I mean by that is it's a expensive PS3 game, and with CeX they don't differentiate if it has the manual or if it doesn't have the manual for PlayStation 3. They do it for PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1 for those consoles, so they'll indicate if it's got a manual or no manual. I think that's the case with all PS1 games, but just the sort of rare PS2 games. Whereas with PS3, it's essentially just a lottery. So we'll go through that at the end of all of these recent pickups, and I'll reveal the game that I've got for the PS3. So starting off with some of the recent pickups. So I've got a bunch of PS5 games. So the first one that I did pick up was Aliens Fireteam Elite, which they've just actually revealed that there's going to be a second one coming out. So I bought this to play co-op with a few of my friends, as it was cheap on the PlayStation Store for them to buy, but obviously I like to collect physically. I think I paid £15 for that one. I don't have the sticker for that one, but I'm sure it was around £15. Haven't played it yet, but it looks like a sort of decently fun game. We just finished Back 4 Blood, which it wasn't great, to be honest. It was fine, but it was just like an easy game to play with your mates that doesn't require much thinking. The next game that I did pick up, which I'm currently playing with my housemate, is Diablo 4. I've never played any of the Diablo games before. It's not really the type of game that I would normally play, but my housemate has played them before and he really enjoyed them. And I'm struggling to find many co-op games that you can play like sort of couch play or split screen. So this was one of the few sort of newer style games that we can play together sort of in the same house. So we've just started that recently. I've only played a few hours and it seems okay so far, but I think I just need to get into it a bit more. But let me know in the comments down below if you've played many of the Diablo games and what you think of them. Next pickup that I did get was Hades, which I've heard a lot of good things about. Paid £18 for that one. It's got really nice cover art on that. I need to get all the CeX stickers off of these as well. But looks like a decent little game that I've heard quite a lot of good things about on TikTok and from other collectors. So hopefully that'll be a fun one. Let me know in the comments down below if you've played that one. Another game that I did pick up was Killing Floor 3. Again, I bought this in the hope to play co-op with a couple of my mates, because I've heard this is meant to be really fun. It's like I think it's just like another sort of zombie wave swarm sort of game, but I've heard really good things about that one, so hopefully that one will be better than Back 4 Blood. I believe I've got Killing Floor 2 in the collection already, and I haven't played either of them. So I'll try and convince my mates to get either this one or Killing Floor 2, and hopefully we can play that and have a bit of fun on that one. Up next, I've got a copy of Resident Evil 4. Now, this one I didn't pick up from CeX. This is actually from Vinted. I managed to see a deal for this and I think Little Big Planet 3, which I've already got in the collection, but I think it was £10 for the pair of them. Little Big Planet 3 I should be able to sort of sell for anywhere between like £7 to £10 based on some of the recent solds. So essentially this ends up being just a couple of quid, so always happy to add games to the collection at that sort of price. And I've heard that that's meant to be the best Resident Evil. I haven't ever actually played that one, but I know that's the one that most people think is the best one. Although I've heard really good things about Resident Evil Requiem, the newest one, so I'll definitely have to give that one a go at some point. And then the final PS5 game that I did pick up was Shadow Warrior 3. Looks like a cool, fun, sort of futuristic, like samurai game, I think. So yeah, £15 for that one. I've been trying to get that one for a while. It just never pops up in my local CeX. I think it has actually gone up in price. I'm sure when I first added it to my wish list, it was maybe like £8 or maybe £10. So yeah, a bit annoying to pay 15, but it finally came up in a local store, so I thought I might as well grab it. And then onto the PlayStation 4 games. I did get a copy of Dead by Daylight, so I already own this digitally, and it's a game that I've played over the years on and off. A good game that I play with my mates, and yeah, always had fun on that one, so I thought I might as well get the physical one to add to the collection. Again, it's another vintage pickup. So I've got a copy of Days Gone, so I'm sure it came, can't remember exactly, but it came in a PS4 bundle where most of the games I already had, but they had some sort of decent value, and I know I needed to add that to the collection, so I picked up that bundle, and then we'll just sell the rest of them, and then just keep that and add it to my collection. Another game that I got off of Vinted, so I got this for a really good price. I think I paid £4 for that one, and CeX is selling that at the moment for £30, so that's the Outlast Trinity. So I recently played Outlast 1, finished that, really enjoyed it, so I need to play Outlast 2, and I think this has the DLC for either Outlast 1 or Outlast 2 on it. Outlast 1 that I own is digitally, so I wanted to get a physical copy, and yeah, just think it's got cool artwork, and for that price I'm always picking that up. Next thing that I did get was Streets of Rage 4, the Anniversary Edition. So I did have a US copy of Streets of Rage 4, which was like a limited run release, which I think I might just resell now and just keep this one, because I think it's got a decent bit of value, the one that I have, the collector's one, the limited run one, but I don't think it includes the DLC like this one does, so I thought I may as well just keep this one. Paid £22 for that, and I've yeah, always been a big fan of the Streets of Rage franchise, so happy to add that one to my collection. The next PS4 game I did get was Until Dawn. I did look at maybe getting that on PS5, but I think it's a lot more expensive, and for £6, yeah, it seemed worth just picking up the PS4 version. I'm not sure if they do a upgrade when you have the PS4 version anyway, but I've heard really good things about that game, and heard it's meant to be quite scary, so yeah, should be a good fun one to play. And then the final PS4 game that I did pick up, again, it's another one that I hope to play co-op with my friends. That's World War Z. I've heard nothing but good things about this game, so I need to try and find another few copies for them because it's quite expensive on the PlayStation Store. Paid £8 for that, and it's actually come down to £6 now, so yeah, even better, and it looks like another sort of fun zombie co-op game. So that was it for PS4 games. I did get a couple of PlayStation 3 games. So I've got the Silent Hill HD collection, so that includes Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3. I'm trying to get through all of the classics HD collection, but there's a few that are quite expensive. I think this one is maybe like £45 to £50. But I got quite lucky again on Vinted with this one, where it came in a bundle with, I think, Fallout 3 Game of the Year edition, and another game I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think I paid £15 for all three. So obviously keeping that one, and we'll be selling the other two games, so eventually this should only cost me sort of £5, or if I'm even lucky I manage to sell them for the value of £15, then essentially it will cost me nothing. So yeah, really happy to add that to the collection, and it is complete with manual and in really good condition. And then just one more PS3 game that I got, and that was Silent Hill Homecoming. This one isn't too expensive, I think it's about £28. It hasn't got the sticker on it, but I did get that from the CeX. Again, that one comes with the manual and it's in really good condition, so happy to add that to my collection. And then the final pickup is a copy of Tekken on the PlayStation 1. been waiting for this to come available in the store near me for absolutely ages. I did have this originally, but I think I had the cardboard version, and I didn't like how it looked on the shelf, so I ended up returning that one, and I've just been waiting for the sort of like normal black label PlayStation 1 case to come in stock. So that one is complete with manual and in really nice condition, so that means I've finally finished the Tekken collection on PlayStation 1. So those are all of the pickups that I've gone through recently, and then I did get something in the post today, which was the most expensive pickup that I've got, and I'm hoping that it's arrived in good condition. If it hasn't got the manual, I will still keep it, and I'll probably just try and find a manual on eBay, just because I've had this game on my watch list for ages. It recently came down in price, so it was, I think, like £105 at one point, maybe even a bit more than that. It came down to £80 and it wasn't available in any stores near me, and then the price went up to £85, and again it was still only available I think in 2 stores. So I thought I'll just order it online, because in case the price goes up again, I want to try and sort of act fast while it's on a sort of decent price compared to what it has been. So I haven't seen this game in person, it's just all ordered online, and as I said before, they don't specify whether it has the manual, and obviously you don't know what sort of condition it's going to be in. So I'm hoping that it arrives all fine. If it hasn't got the manual, as I say, it's not the end of the world, but it would be nice if it does. I cut all the tape off beforehand just so you didn't have to watch me struggling to open it. But yeah, it's been packaged really nicely, so it's now just a question of what the condition's like inside. It's packaged really well. They've wrapped it like 50 times in this paper. Okay, so immediately the case feels quite light, so I don't think it's got the manual, but it's Killzone HD. As I said, paid £85 for that, just because it's come down in price, and I think it'll probably end up going back up in price just because it's so limited in stock. This was one of 2 that they had available. Both the stores were absolutely miles away from me, so yeah, I was never going to be able to get there. In terms of the condition of the outside of the case, that all looks good. It's just a case whether it has the manual or not now. So the disc looks really good, and to my surprise, it's actually got the manual. So yeah, really happy with that. Can't really ask for much more. I mean, the manual's got a little bit of a crease in it, but that doesn't really bother me. I'm not bothered about collecting stuff in sort of mint condition. As long as it's in decent condition, I'm happy with that. So yeah, can't complain with that one at all. The 2 that have been in stock, there's one that's in Exeter, which is a bit far from me, but that one keeps going in stock and out of stock, so I'm presuming that one's got no manual, and people just keep returning that one, or there's something wrong with that one. Luckily I managed to get the one from the other store, because I could see that the Exeter one is still in stock. So yeah, really happy with that one, and I believe that'll be my most expensive PlayStation 3 game, and yeah, another one to tick off from the CeX HD collection. But anyway, that's it for all the pickups. If I haven't already on the footage, I'll just do a quick scan of the shelves, so what are the changes that I've made to them, just so you can see the updated collection and how it looks. I've changed a few of the front-facing cases as well, just so there's something a little bit different. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, a little bit different from the normal car boot pickup videos. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and click the like button, and let me know in the comments down below what your favourite pickup was from this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.